Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Got the D-Man here, and I'm glad you could join me on this snowy day. At least it's snowy here. I don't know what it's like in your part of the world, but it's snowy here and cold, which is normal for February here in Missouri, the United States. Okay? That's where I am. Where are you at? Today's topic is going to be communication. I think I spoke about communication yesterday, maybe, but communication. When you say the word communication, most people think of talking, words, but most of our communication is done subliminally. It's like, what you are speaks so loudly, I can't hear what you're saying. That's why techniques, gimmicks, all these things people use to pick up girls or to accomplish anything else does not work unless it's coming from you as a person that actually is that person. It's like when a salesman calls me up and they throw out two options. Which one would you like? I hate it when they do that because it's a gimmick. If you want to sell me something, call me up and talk to me like someone you know. Just tell me what you have, what can your product or service do for me, and then I'll decide if I want to buy it. How does that sound to you, Mark? They start using your name. They have all these sales gimmicks, which I don't know them all, but I know a lot of them, and it actually just pisses me off. I realize they're just trying to do their job, but they're communicating to me that they think that I don't understand what they're doing, and it's not coming from them as a person. Now, I have told people, I said, look, don't use the sales tactics on me because I know those, and it actually kind of insults my intelligence. And there are people, I talked to a guy in London the other day, I was thinking about using his service. And I think I told him straight off the bat to just speak to me like someone he knew. And guess what? He did. Now, did I buy his product? No, but I might buy it later on. I just didn't have the budget for it at the time. Excuse me. But the point is, he spoke to me as a friend or as an acquaintance or someone. He told me about his product, what he had to sell, and what it could do for me. And he didn't try to push it, didn't try to get me to buy it, didn't use any, well, here's the two options. Which one do you want? Which one do you like the best? When can we take that order? Are you ready to do that order now? Well, what is stopping you from buying this? They try to find out what your objections are so they can knock them down and get through the objections to make the sale. Anyway, I just don't like that. I mean, that works. Some people cave into that. That's not the way I sell. I just display my product or service, and if they want it, they can have it, and if they don't. But if you have a good product or service, just like you, if you're a good product or service and you present yourself out there in the market of women, guess what? They're going to buy. But if you go out there with all these tactics and all these games and all these methods, and it's coming from a person who isn't real inside, they will pick up on that stuff quickly. Now, you may make a sale or two after you make 100 approaches. I hear about all these guys making all these approaches, 40 approaches a night. I mean, you can do that, and you might get laid. But unless you are the man that you're presenting yourself to be on the inside, what are you going to get? You're going to get laid. But hey, if you're in your 20s and that's all you want, I guess go for it. But what I try to share with you here is how to become the man. And then if you decide to use any of these gimmicks or modalities or these methods, it comes from a real person. It's not just something you're using. It's not just a tool. It's like you are the tool. No pun intended there. But you are what you are presenting yourself. Whatever words are coming from you are you. It's like the old saying, be the man that all women want to be with, and be the man that all men want to be like. And then when you go out, excuse me, You don't have to make 50 approaches or 100 approaches. All you have to do is go out there, make yourself available, and watch. Just look around. You'll see the girls who are interested in you looking at you. They will give you subtle cues. And if you don't know what those subtle cues are, you need to read and find out. There are many good books out there that can tell you how a woman shows you she's interested in you. One way is they will put themselves in your locality to where you can say something to them. They will look at you and look away and look back again. Okay? You always want to keep looking at them, not in a stalker sort of way, until they look away, because it shows dominance. Okay? You can practice that out in the market or wherever you're at, different places, in the mall, in the club. I don't go to clubs. I never was a club guy. I've gone a couple times, but that's just not my cup of tea. But I meet people in all different places. I do meet some girls online. That's one of my main places at the moment because of COVID, or actually before COVID. It's you younger guys have such an opportunity. I mean, yeah, you got scammers online, but you got scammers out there in the real world too. So even online, the messaging, all that, you want to get to the point. As a man, you want to get to the point. You like a girl, I just say, hey. There's a lot of girls that'll say, don't just say hello. Whatever, I do it. If they respond back, they're interested, okay? Then I tell them, hey, you should give me your WhatsApp, we can talk there. I get them on WhatsApp, I tell them to send me a photo with them doing the peace sign or a video or something to verify that they are the person that they say they are and that they look like the photos they put on. Always get different photos than what they have on their site, on the dating site, because they will look completely different sometimes. I've seen girls that were beautiful on a dating site, and then you get them on WhatsApp and have them send you a couple of real-time photos. You don't even think it's the same person. Maybe sometimes it's not, but usually it is. It's just like they doctor those photos up. And now a lot of guys will tell you to go out and get some professional photos taken, and that's probably a good idea. I don't do that because I don't want to present, I got good photos, but I didn't have them professionally taken, okay? Because when I show up, I want her to know this is what I look like. Now, for women, looks aren't the most important thing, but it does get your foot in the door. I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode. I got notices coming up here. It kind of distracts me. But even on your profile, you are communicating. What you write in your profile, less is better. Okay, I have seen some girls put on their profile, they got like 2 paragraphs of what they want. It immediately, like, I'm not interested. And they're not really reading your stuff anyway. So put something short on there, to the point. And then, of course, what you're interested in. I just put on there, I'm interested in an attractive girl who stays in shape, good attitude, good personality, takes care of herself. That's about it. And of course, you put the age range you're interested in. I don't date single mothers anymore. I've done that. I would say stay away from that because that kid is always going to be first. One of man's most important emotional needs is for his woman or whoever he is with, his girl, to put him first. Okay? A lot of girls, when you got a woman with kids, she's not going to put you first. You're always going to be second to that and a few other things also. Okay? But you want your girl to put you ahead of everything else. And that's something you need as a man. Okay, not on the first or second date. They're going to be a little coy, but you want to communicate all these things by who you are, not so much by your words, because women don't listen to your words. They listen to your actions. You must communicate with women covertly, not overtly. I mean, I'll give you an example. I was with a girl, I've been with a girl more than once where they started disrespecting me, and I told them straight out, here's the deal. I don't like what you're doing. If it continues, I'm going to walk. Okay, I just as well have been talking to the wall or a door. I might as well have talked to a wall or a door. So what you need to do instead of that, because they just don't get it, if they start the disrespect, you may call them out on it and shut up about it. Don't argue with them if they act like, well, I was just doing this. I didn't mean that. You just say what? Look, I don't like what you did. That's all you say. Okay? And then you withdraw your attention. which means maybe you don't text them for a few days. And when she contacts you back and say, well, why haven't you heard from me? Are you mad about the other day? No, I've just been busy. You could come out and tell, yes, I'm angry, I don't want to be with you. But then again, that shows her that she's controlling you. And you want to maintain control of the frame. So you just pull back. And when she asks you, are you still angry about the other day? No, I'm just busy. That's all you say. First off, you didn't act angry, but she's going to think you're angry, okay? Just because you state what you like and what you don't like, you don't need to be angry. In the past, I have shown a lot of anger, and I get frustrated, I get up and walk away from. Okay, but that shows a lack of self-control. Yes, I've done that. I've made all the mistakes that you're probably going to make, and I've made them many times. But I'm telling you, that's how you're going to learn. If you're not making mistakes, you're not trying. I've failed miserably with women many times, but I've had success too. So, and I've learned from both, but I learned more from my failures than from my successes. And as I say, what you want to communicate with a woman is less what you say and more who you are, how you act, and what you do. That is what they hear more than your words. Now, us as men, we think we can logically communicate to women like we do each other. Doesn't work that way. I've tried it. Many other men have tried it. Look at the books, read about the things on the internet about people, how they talk about men, about communicating with women. It's always subtly done. It's done covertly. It's never done overtly. That's not to say women can't communicate that way, but if you want to make an impression, something that will last, you have to take action, or in this case, sometimes it's inaction. You withdraw your attention. Okay, they'll figure it out. And when they figure out what's going on that way, it makes an impression and they'll change or they'll leave. Comply or goodbye. That's the way it is. You set the frame. You have boundaries. What you tolerate, what you don't tolerate. If they cross your boundaries, you withdraw your attention. It's called a soft next. I told someone something the other day about monkey branching. He was younger than me and he didn't know what monkey branching was. I only learned it just about 6 months or a year ago. And a lot of women do this. This isn't communication, but something you need to know. What they do is if you're dating them in a long-term relationship, a lot of times they will start talking to another man, get something lined up before they dump you. They go from one man to another. They don't have time alone. They don't have a monk mode period like men do. Sometimes they'll break up with a girl and they just go on monk mode. They focus on their business. They focus on working on themselves, which is what you should do if you broke up with a girl and you're struggling and you're maybe a little hurt over it or heartbroken over it. You need to look within yourself, ask yourself, and figure out how you got into that. Look at the mistakes you've made so you can improve yourself for the next girl, that you don't do the same things over and over again. The definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If you're on YouTube, smash that like button right now. Now, I know I got people watching, but you don't smash the like button. Smash that button. Just reach over there and click. It's real easy. And if you'd like to get my help personally, you can contact me at marksinspirationalguidance@gmail.com. Have a great day.